Back, over it goes to Dixon. Ball booted up to the square. Buckenara on his own. Oh, missed the centre, but sockers it through anyway. Overhead marks today. Any will be good ones. Morwood fires out a hand pass. Back to Brown. Back to Morwood. Up past Dacos at half forward. Out comes Taylor a long way from goal. Now here's a chance for a Collingwood score. Dacos into the open goal after he takes the pass from Tuddenham. Right, scores a level.
Kicks it to Hall. Back it comes. This time it's Pritchard as he brings it down towards Brereton. Over. Oh, good mark. Top mark. Dermot Brereton, centre wing. He kicks wide. There's 2-on-1 here. Hawthorn should win out. Curran at the back. He's got backing up Whitman. Now, where's Dunstall? He ducks back. Whitman has a shot. This is close. Shepherd. Goal.
Yes, it's interesting, Peter, but when Dermot went for that mark, I believe that he might have just infringed, put the hands on the shoulders as he went up.
There's a beautiful pass. I think of being a bit tough, Don, as we see Buckenara to Brereton again. He fires long. It's close. It's a goal. Oh, great goal. Players finding conditions very difficult. There's a short pass out to Starcevic. He couldn't mark it. Play on, said the umpire. A bit tough, I think. There's McGuinness wide. Dermot Brereton out in front, playing a sensational first quarter, and he marks on half-forward flank.
Well, he had Mullane who starts at the first quarter, although Mullane seems to have drifted out in the last few minutes. He's gone for a pass again, and that's Collins or Whitman. Let's see. Now it's Buckenara. They're all blonde. Now Buckenara's about... Oh, he kicked him on 50. He's kicked one already.
It's a great kick for goal, Pete.
He is. I'm sure Melbourne supporters would vouch for that. Preliminary final day last year here at the other end of the ground. That was. It's coming around nicely. It's a goal. Buckenara second, and Hawthorn go further ahead. Kick predictably dropping short. Tuck with the big fist. The hand pass came out in the direction of Manson. Starcevic on the receiving end. Down goes Tuck. Flips the hand pass out to Collins. Couldn't get it away. Starcevic boots Collingwood forward up the right again. A chance for goal number 3.
Whitman off.
Goal number 3 to right. Spiral punt kick. Best way to get distance today. At the back, Morwood. Chris Mew. Chance for a score. Gives it over to Condon. Morwood. Curran again. Mullane. A dip but missed. Platten. Over to Pritchard. Pritchard outside 50. He'll be looking for Dunstall. Or Brereton. Courageous mark. Plays on. Shoots at goal and has put it through.
Darren Pritchard has been quite impressive so far. Kicked from 55 metres. All the big men have gone back. Brereton in front. Shepherd's marks, does he? Oh, good mark. What a mark by the Hawthorn champ.
He kicked from right on 50. Been excellent kick to score under these conditions. Into the square. Dunstall on the line. Right, the leading goal kicker in the match, and the lone hand up forward so far for the Woods. A fumble by Tuddenham gives Hawthorn the chance, but it's Dacos. Useful hand pass to Banks. He decides to centre the ball, looking for Tuddenham, runs it, and there's another one.
Deer and Starcevic. Tuddenham has played pretty well the last 5 minutes. There's Kerrison. A hurry kick. Tuck from behind. Taylor. Oh, here's a chance. Another one. Graham Wright for his 5th. He kicks. He goals. What an effort.
He gets it down to Brereton, who appeared to be grabbed. Brereton now with the green boots. Back to Dunstall. Fires out a hand pass. That wasn't a particularly good one. He'll have to do the work himself. The right foot snapshot is brilliant. It's a goal. Had a great duel all day. Over the top to Platten. Tries to get it over the top of Turner. Effect the tackle on that player. And it goes to Collins. Up to Buckenara. Buckenara from right half forward flank. He's gone short with that one. Hall making position well. Can shoot from there. And has put it through for a goal. Platten from left half back flank. The high flyer was Brown. It rebounds to Curran. Now it doesn't. Brown's got a second chance and fires the hand pass out. Krasiska in turn to Saunders. The pass to half forward. No, the knock on from Starcevic. Down to Turner. Mullane in the square will goal.
Kerrison was thinking of giving the hand pass. He's on centre wing. Collins at the back. Oh, chance now for the Magpies. Play on as Hawke gets it. 50-metre mark. He sprints into the open goal. He hooks it. And it comes back. It's a goal. And a vital passage of play about to come up. Long way out. He chips it short. The high flyers are there. It's a Hawthorn mark, and I think it's Curran.
Be a valuable one if he can convert for Hawthorn, because Collingwood have certainly lifted their play in this quarter. In fact, since halfway through the second term. And the goal umpire says 1 goal, Curran's first. And so the stage was set at three-quarter time for a thrilling finish to the match of the day out at VFL Park. Hawthorn leading by 20 points. Could the Magpies come back? We'll take a break. Back with the exciting final term after these messages.
You saw it first on the grid at Adelaide. Now the exciting Nissan Pulsar Vector Triple S is at your Nissan dealers, ready for you to drive.
Nissan Pulsar Vector Triple S.
Performance that will make you glad you're behind the wheel. Style that tells you this one's special.
Nissan Pulsar Vector Triple S.
Not your normal kind of sedan. Nissan know-how, building the right cars for Australia.
Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away.
Get away on a golden holiday. You can be pampered, be adventurous, be relaxed, be different. Be on your way to a golden holiday.
Gotta get away on a golden holiday.
See your travel agent or contact Malaysia Airlines.
This is Jason. What's to eat?
Hi, Jason. Something new. Carob Delight.
Wow! My mum hardly ever lets us eat chocolate biscuits.
Neither do I. It's carob, like chocolate, but with no caffeine.
Jason's mum prefers natural food.
Then she'll approve of Natural Choice Carob Delights.
Oh, yeah. Artificial colours, flavours, and no preservatives.
New Carob Delights from Natural Choice, the natural alternative.
Mrs. Bennett, can you tell my mum about Carob Delights?
These are authentic VFL-approved tracksuit pants. These are imitations. This is an authentic VFL-approved sweatshirt. This is an imitation. This is an authentic VFL-approved football. This is an imitation. This is an authentic VFL-approved Dale Waitman. And this is an imitation. Look for the authentic VFL-approved symbol at Myer and leading stores. And do beware of imitations.
Sunday on Alf. Paul's still lucky. Fuzzball's creating havoc.
I still got it.
Is he cracking up?
Not particularly.
Going stir crazy?
That piece doesn't fit there.
Yes, it does.
That's Alf at 7:30, and right after the Hogans have a visitor.
What an awful woman.
She's just a character.
Yeah, out of a book by Stephen King.
Top comedy, Sunday night on 7.
Over 53,000 fans made the journey to VFL Park this afternoon for the match of the day. Hawthorn leading by 22 points at quarter time, 10 at half time, and as we saw, 20 at the final change. Let's go back now to league headquarters for what turned out to be a thriller in the final quarter. Final term of our match of the day. Hawthorn leading 91-71 before a crowd in excess of 52,000. Knocked away by Deer. Hawthorn get first touch of it down to half forward, but not for very long. It's Gafe. Out to Saunders, who's well shepherded. Saunders up towards the left half-forward flank, and the ball will just dribble over the boundary line for a throw-in in Collingwood's attacking zone. We had a heavy shower here just before play started, and some rain during the second and third quarters. Fine conditions now, though. And once again, we'll go through a boundary throw-in. No one really making much headway there.
It's hard to say what Lee Matthews could do, because there's each player's got a job to do, and all teams doing it well, manning up, and you've just got to wait for the break.
Manson takes it from the pack, gives it straight to Whitman. Curran took the mark and got one for his corner behind the left ear. That'd sting on a day like today. Curran short of left centre wing or right centre wing for Hawthorn. Ball down to Platten and Kerrison, the two number 44s. Big Lawrence tries to pick it up, can't do so, scoops it out. First man there is Lawrence, gets it past Brereton. Could be a costly fumble by Gafer. Dippy Domenico looking for a free kick for holding the ball. In goes Jamie Turner, came out just as quickly. It's all arms and legs. We'll see a ball up.
Right on that half-forward line, 50 metres out from goal. A very, very vital first couple of minutes of play. Lee Matthews and Ron Richards looking very apprehensive there. It's imperative for Collingwood they don't allow Hawthorn to get this first goal. There's Buckenara, loses it. Matthew Ryan's on the ground. To Paul Hawke it goes. Now the hurry kick to the centre of the ground. Over the back, a chance for Condon. Oh, he's shuffled that one away to Ayres. Ayres cleverly taps it back to Condon. Can he pick it up? Now he's got it. Very slow getting rid of it, though, as he gets it out to Pritchard, who's played a pretty good game. He headed straight for the boundary line. The umpire on the blind side. And just allowed that one. 11-5, 71 to 14-7, 91. So 20 points the difference. It's on centre wing. Manson shoved out of the way. Straight to Dacos. Dacos a hurry kick towards the forward pocket. Mullane's at full forward. Mew's been an excellent player today at centre half back. It's still in play. Now it's over. And he was well on top of Starcevic. And now they have Mike Christian playing at centre half forward.
Boundary throw in. Left half forward for Collingwood. Starcevic. Ayres. Pritchard at right half back to get it moving quickly. Wobbles it to centre wing. Manson in front. Well done. Offloads it to Saunders. Oh, shocking kick, but it's just a little bit too long for Di Domenico. It could come off. It has. Starcevic. Long to full forward. Chance for Wright. Can he get goal number 7? Now it spills out to Mullane. Calling forward as Banks. Hawthorn defending desperately. Mullane. Loose ball. There's a chance for a Collingwood goal. Or is it marked right on the line by Condon? I think it's a goal. No?
Oh, I thought he was going to put the hands up then, Pete.
So Ryan, so close to a goal. Must have been only inches in it. So 1 point, 72 to 91 last quarter.
Well, that's only 19 points the difference, and the Magpies are fighting very, very hard against this very good Hawthorn side. Di Domenico, I think he must have a quick shoulder. He keeps going with the ball one-handed. I'm sure he has, in fact. There's Jenky and Di Domenico. Off the ground he goes. Curran, centre of the ground. A long kick. Dunstall against Morwood. Fisted away by Morwood. Tony Hall has got it. Oh, cleverly dummies around. He's run too far, and the umpire let him go. The kick. Oh, beautiful mark taken by Turner as he intercepted that short pass. Gee, ran a long way.
Yes, he got penalised once earlier today. Saunders could have been penalised for that, a throw. And the free kick will go to Big Lawrence, who started on the bench, was named at centre half forward. Dunstall, the mark. Half volley. No play on, says the umpire. Throw. Collingwood free kick. The advantage rule paid. Turner. The centre wing is Starcevic. He's coming into his own now after an ordinary first half. Tuck at the back. Will he go the spoil? No, didn't get the chance. That's not a mark, surely. Is it? Yes, he's paid it. Mullane. Well, a couple had their hands on that one. Ryan. 45 out, directly in front. Oh, 1 point only, so 2 points kicked by Ryan in this quarter.
That's one weakness of young Matty Ryan's game, is his finishing, especially with his feet. He is not good when it comes to disposal.
Oh, 2 shocking misses there by Matt Ryan. They really could have put the pressure on Hawthorn then, the Magpies. They had the run of the ball and 2 bad misses, 2 bad kicks, as we see Gary Ayres trying very, very hard as he normally does. Di Domenico, one hand again. Di Domenico, he's carrying a shoulder for sure. There's Graham Wright. Manson was a good mark. Banks, can he kick a miraculous goal from the boundary? He fires and he's hooked it. And another behind. So Collingwood doing all the attacking, but the goals aren't coming. 74 plays 91, so that's 17 points the difference. Still 3 straight kicks. Here's again. Now, they're finding it hard to get it out of defence, Hawthorn, at the moment. Collingwood are manning up beautifully there as Ayres brings it to the outer side of the ground. The fly was by Gavin Brown. Waiting for it was Tuck. Gee, reads the play well over to Pritchard, who's really been one of Hawthorn's best players. Pritchard, long as a beautiful kick, and finds Tony Hall on half-forward flank.
Hall at left half-forward, looks for a lead. Across that line, Buckenara makes the space and takes the mark. And who's he got? He'll be looking for Dunstall. Scoops it up. Platten gets clear, fires the pass in. Dunstall marks directly in front. He's a fair way out from goal. He'll kick from about 50 metres. Dunstall's kicked 5. I've got him down for. Thank you, Peter. Leading goal kicker in the match is Graham Wright. He has 6. He's played brilliantly for Collingwood in the forward pocket at the other end, but with Dunstall. Not the most accurate kick. He should get the distance. think it's a behind. We'll wait on the goal umpire. It is. So 1 point to Hawthorn, their first score of the final term. And so the difference is once again 3 goals. The clock will start when the ball gets booted back into play. McGuan. Francisco it was. Turner. Kerrison. Collingwood players running in 2s and 3s. Gafer straight down the ground. Opportunity now for Hawke, who had a very good third quarter, I thought. Now that will be a push in the back against Michael Tuck. Fairly obvious. And Darren Mullane, one of the longest kicks in the side to take the free. Right on his own, but not for very long. 19 kicks now to Darren Mullane. He'll get the distance. We'll wait on the accuracy, which is not there. I think it's out of bounds on the foot.
Oh, poor kick again by Collingwood, and I wonder if that breeze has sprung up a little bit, as Peter Donegan said. There's Tuck. Couldn't take the mark. Oh, he butters up beautifully though, Michael Tuck, and it's a long kick to centre wing. Domenico couldn't take the mark, and I'm sure he's carrying a shoulder injury because
he wouldn't be out there, Peter, if he was that bad.
Well, he's been for 5 marks with one hand. I think that indicates a shoulder injury.
Could indicate something else too.
What? Well, there's the Collingwood bench. I won't make their answer that. You see Big Manson down to the ground. That was Collins, in fact, to Buckenara. Buckenara tries to tap it on to Curran. Hawke. And Collingwood really have controlled a lot of the play in this quarter, but the goals just have not come, and Hawthorn are hanging on. They're 3 goals in front.
What you're saying is it's difficult to mark a ball one-handed.
Well, he's just not reading the ball properly. He's getting too far underneath it, and he's going with one hand trying to make that little bit extra height.
So another bounce.
Lack of confidence, really.
Centre wing, Deer, Buckenara. It's a rainmaker, and we don't need those at VFL Park this afternoon. Brereton taps it further forward. Pritchard is there. Off the ground. It's all Collingwood at half-back. They can just about raffle it. Now, hand pass is taken by McGuan. After Kroll got the hand pass out. Kerrison, well, missed one he should have taken. Butters up well. Well played. In front is Mew. At the bottom is Collins. Dipping Domenico from centre field. Long ball up towards half forward for Hawthorn. Dunstall, beautifully done. He was grabbed. And again,
unbelievable.
Morwood. Chance for Whitman. He's well shepherded. Goes goal. It's a shocker. So both sides missing shots at goal this quarter that they should have made. 11-8 to 14-9.
Well, Jason Dunstall will be the stiffest full forward playing the game. Definitely holding the man. The umpire let it go. It's at half-back. This is Jamie Turner. Let's see if the Collingwood can rebound and take it down there and score a goal. They're really liven the game up. There's a free kick to Collingwood to Hawke. Centre of the ground. And the Magpies striving valiantly to get it forward. There's Kerrison taking the mark on centre wing. It's from here on in that they've fallen down. They've been getting up there time and time again. Kerrison wide. A chance for Banks. He gets there too. Now, a goal here. And this game would really come alight as he hooks it back towards full forward. The big men are there. Christian and Abbott. Abbott cleverly taps it away. The danger man, Graham Wright, heads for the boundary line and takes it over the line deep in that forward pocket.
Not much feeling between Christian and Abbott. A few whacks going on behind play.
Well, 14-9 the Hawks, 11-8 Collingwood, 3-1 the difference.
Thumped away by Deer, but it's straight to Dacos. He'll get under his right foot if he can. From right on the boundary line. Christian and Abbott. Abbott gets the big fist of the ball again, down to Gary Ayres. His kick is not a long one. It'll suit Collingwood. The mark taken by Paul Hawke. Collingwood at the moment sort of feel finishing the fresher. Graham Wright on 50. Let's see what he's like from a standing start. It'll go pretty close. Oh, Christian got at the back of his opponent. Must be a free kick. And it will be taken by Abbott. Right on the last line of defence for Hawthorn. Options not too many. Not much movement across the half-back line, so he goes wide to the pocket. Looking for Lawrence. Couldn't find him. Saunders was there. Ball scooped out to Ryan. In pursuit is Pritchard. He's put it out of bounds. Has he? No. Good safe mark taken by Mullane. And Mullane will kick from about 35 metres out.
Hawthorn about to make a change. Robert Dixon coming on, and Lawrence, I think it is. Yes, Stephen Lawrence coming off.
Tall timber needed here. Right across the face of goal, and it beats Christian. We'll see a boundary throw in about 25 metres from the behind post.
Well, Collingwood, I think that's a good move too at this stage. The conditions not suiting young Lawrence, and Dixon a far more mobile player. Here's a chance for the Magpies. Good tackle on the Collingwood forwards though. There is Ayres. Coolly and calmly gives it to Buckenara. Oh, looking for Jenke. A chance for Manson. Well done by the big fella. It's off the side of the boot though. Dipier Domenico ducks back. Can't take the mark. Also there is Condon, and they take it over the line. And Robert Dipier Domenico not too happy with the umpire there. The Hawks rule. Well, they certainly ruled for most of today, but Collingwood really battling valiantly to come back into this game. There's Ayres. A hurry kick out of defence. Again, Manson is there forming that wall. A little chip pass across is a good one, and the mark has been taken by Starcevic.
Well, Collingwood have attacked virtually, Peter, for the whole first half of this quarter, haven't they?
And they haven't really gained much on the scoreboard, so they have controlled the play. There's a wobbly kick. Is there anyone there to draw? Two Hawthorn players.
How can you take advantage when you've got kicks like that going into your forward line? They're just blazing away and playing into the Hawthorn backman's hands.
That was Abbott. Bringing it out to Mew. Punched away by Starcevic. Matthew Ryan is there. He's got it too. He's on the boundary line. He'll centre this one. Can he kick a goal? No, it's another behind. So the Magpies waste many opportunities.
And Matthew Ryan, I think, has kicked 3 of them so far. Taylor coming back onto the ground. Christian going off. Well, that's interesting. Condon up from the back pocket. Decides to centre the ball. Don't know whether that's a wise decision. It goes to Hawke. In turn to Taylor, who's just come back on. Loose man. And it's going to be an effective move because Manson's grabbed the mark.
Bad play, Condon gone.
And Tuddenham warming up on the boundary line.
Hand passes on to Kerrison. He sprayed that one a little bit. Here's Wright. And marks! Oh, what a ripper!
Oh, what a good play.
Can this little man get up for a ball?
He's gone for a short pass. Unselfish. And the grab is taken by Brown.
Thanks off for Collingwood, and Tuddenham coming back on.
Well, they've got to get a goal shortly, Collingwood. It's been down there that often. Pretty well directly in front, about 35 metres out. Must get it, surely. He has.
It's a goal. Look, I've got to tell you, I'm lost. Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this, will you? Electricity, water rates, the dentist. Ralph, we're both working. We've got the money. So where is it? The phone bill. I thought you were going to pay that out of your cheque account.
Well, there's no money left in it.
Well, use the other one.
No, I can't touch that for about another month.
But it's your money, Ralph.
Yes, but then the interest
Yeah,
won't
but it's still your money.
When the State Bank launched the state banking system, it put 400,000 Victorians back in control of their money, with a high-interest account that can even have overdraft.
Okay. Well, let's pull some out of your interest-bearing deposit.
If you're still out of control, come and see us.
You got to wait 90 days for that one.
So what were you saying about your money?
The state banking system. We never forget. It's your money.
The Australian family holiday. Even better with a family car you can rely on. Nissan Pintara. Pintara easily completed the Nissan 600,000k Enduro, and it's backed by Nissan's 2-year warranty, which makes Nissan Pintara the ideal 4-cylinder Australian family car.
That's what my dad says, Mr. Thompson.
That's right, mate. Nissan, building the right cars for Australia.
Need to fly interstate on business?
Welcome aboard Flight 227. We hope you enjoy flying with us this afternoon.
Put it on diners.
Guess who didn't check the footy fixtures in the Melbourne Big? The buying guide with useful information pages.
Monday on 7.
Where else would Martians want to land except in Wandered Valley, eh?
You saw too?
Yes. I've discovered the landing site of last night's UFO.
Footprints. One of them is amongst us.
Good Lord, all the organs are reversed.
You don't reckon they've taken him with them?
He's one of them.
He was there, but he's not there.
Wandon Valley in the grip of a haunting fear. A country practice, Monday on 7.
Well, at long last, the crowd comes to life, and Manson had his kick smothered by Buckenara. Platten gets around Hawke. Hawthorn need a goal to answer that pretty quickly. Platten up to half forward. Good safe mark across the half back line. That's Kroll. Will he get clear? He does.
Beautiful little chip pass. Oh, just a little bit wide. With pressure now on the Magpies. Oh, beautiful defence by McGuan. He's looking down there for Morwood. Greg Deere taps it wide. Manson played a terrific last quarter. He's grabbed by Pritchard. Greg Deere goes in. Back it comes off. Bad hand pass. Manson's got it. He shuffles it out, looking for Dacos. A quick kick goes to Deere. Deere looks for Mew. Mew a hurried kick. Kicks straight in his teammate there, and that looks like Pritchard, or is it? In fact, it's not. Yes, it is Pritchard. Number 18, a lot of desperation there. Michael Christian and Dennis Banks wanting to change. Manson doing very, very well in this final quarter. It's punched away. Little Andrew Collins is there. Kick is smothered, and it's forced over the line on the true centre wing position. There's Paul Tuddenham. Back on the ground, started off well and then faded. 2 goals the difference. The Magpies fighting this right out, and the Collingwood army of supporters have really lifted. There's Deere, taps it over the top. Ryan didn't actually have the ball. Play on, said the umpire. It'll be on if Hawthorn, if Collingwood can score a goal here. It's in the centre of the ground as little Platten dives on top of it, and umpire Brian Shan will bounce it.
Well, we've got a great contest now. Not much science, and especially when the game's as tight as what it is, you just got to get your foot on the ball as quickly as you can. Yes,
if echoing Peter's thoughts, if Collingwood can get the next one, it's a real ball game. They could probably just about pinch it. And they're not pinching it off John Platten. He won't surrender that ball, and it will be a ball up again on centre wing.
Collingwood look a little bit fresher.
They do, don't they? Hawthorn struggling to get forward. Out to Dacos. Plenty of options there. He's well shepherded. Gained some 10 or 15 metres. Picked up just inside the boundary line by Hall. Hall's gone down towards half forward. Good knock on by Curran. Couldn't do much else. Gets it back from Brereton. He's been quiet in the final term. Down to Dunstall, leading well. And good spoil by Morwood. But Dunstall recovers. Tries to get it to a teammate. The hand pass, not a good one. He was under pressure. Out of bounds. Throw in. 60 metres from the Hawthorn goal. They haven't scored a goal so far in the final term. They've added only 2 points. Brereton. Whitman. They're fighting each other for it. And it will be a ball up just outside the 50-metre line. So Hawthorn badly needing a goal. They've led all day. All knocked out towards the boundary line. So the Magpies gradually working it back towards the member stand side, or the member stand wing. 2 goals the difference. Knocked down Hawthorn's way, but Dacos is there. He gets bowled over with a good hip and shoulder. Jenke tries to fire out a hand pass, not successful. Out it comes to Turner. Turner at left centre wing. He's got plenty of options. Away goes Ryan. Turner tugging him to go goalwards, and he does. Right. No mark. Did he play it? I certainly would have. Right, a chance to put Collingwood deep into attack. Michael Tuck and Malay. Starcevic in front of Mew. Mew beats him pointless. Back towards centre wing. Dippy to Menica. Socket off the ground by Hawke. Out the right. Starcevic.
Great play by Paul Hawke. The way he kept his eye on the ball and just shot it out. Left foot pass, I suppose, a soccer pass across to White.
A goal here, and the Magpies are right back in business.
There's Craig Starcevic from 40 metres. It's close. Oh, it's a goal. Yes, it's a goal. 1 goal the difference.
The Australian family holiday. Even better with a family car you can rely on. Nissan Pintara. Pintara easily completed the Nissan 600,000 K Enduro. and it's backed by Nissan's 2-year warranty, which makes Nissan Pintara the ideal 4-cylinder Australian family car.
That's what my dad says, Mr. Thompson.
That's right, mate. Nissan, building the right cars for Australia.
If you need a lopez, do what I do. Use the Melbourne Big. It's much faster.
The Melbourne Big. The buying guide Melbournians are turning to.
They are of exquisite beauty. They capture the first impressions of a strange new continent. Now, for the first time, the priceless first British images of Australia by Joseph Banks, Sidney Parkinson and others can be seen in First Impressions, including the fascinating and faithful reconstruction of Captain Cook's great cabin. First Impressions now at the museum. It will live with you forever. Presented by the Australian Bicentennial Authority, sponsored by Citibank and supported by Channel 7 and Australian Airlines.
It's Staying Cash's 12th birthday sale. Look at the bargains. 4-in-1 Hi-Fi with graphic and compact disc, $599. Lounge suite with latest pastel-coloured framework, $599. 140-litre bar fridge, just $249. Men's 27-inch 10-speed bikes, $149. Cordless handy vacuum cleaner, only $39. Hanamex powerful fan heater, $37.50. Telephone clock radio, $29.95. Digital watches, $2. Look out for Staying Cash's 24-page catalogue out now.
Kel Nagel, Peter Thompson, the world's #1 Greg Norman and the Australian Television Network. These Australians all have something in common. They've all won the world's premier golf event, the British Open. The world's top players, the world's premier golf event. It begins July 14th, the 1988 British Open. Exclusive to 7, the leaders in sport.
Here are tonight's Tax 2 results, just drawn under government supervision.
Plays 39. Who'll get out of the centre? It was Hawke, but straightened the hands. Oh, gee, that was Ayres getting it up towards half forward. McGuan onto the left foot. Collingwood looking much fresher than the Hawks. They're really coming home hard. Jamie Turner, centre wing. Oh, they've got loose men everywhere. One kicks into the man coming towards him. Jinky goes in after. It was shoved out of the way. Play on as Tuddenham brings it towards half forward. Can they take a mark? What a tremendous mark by Hall under pressure. Tony Hall, former Glenelg player. Interstate representatives. Kicks wide. This is dangerous to Dixon. It's thumped away because here's Gavin Brown. The Magpies looking good as Brown hooks it back. Greg Deere punches it. Could have marked it. Grabbed by Starcevic. Back to Manson. Smothered by Tuck. Tuddenham lets it go. Grabbed by Tuck again. Play on, said the umpires. The big punch comes away to Matthew Ryan. Can they get a goal as the kick comes down towards half forward? 2-on-1. Turner. He slips over as players desperately going after. This is Mullane. Tremendous play. Ryan. Oh, he's missed the sitter. Oh, boy. That's 3 or 4 absolute sitters he's missed. 4, in fact, 4 points in this final quarter. So now it's 5 points the difference.
He'll be kicking himself after the game if they lose.
Condon. Left back pocket. Nudge out by Dippy Domenico, and again going up one-handed. He's been penalised for, I guess, interference, and the ball wasn't within the required distance. The kick going to Brown. He won't score a goal from there.
He's got to put it up high.
Didn't have to. Turner. He's had a good last quarter. Not Turner, it's McGuan. And McGuan's about 55 out. Collingwood finishing all over Hawthorn, who look very tired. Right, got a mile in the air. He's left a tuck. Wobbles the kick up towards the centre wing position. And Dacos is going to get there first. Now he's beaten for it by Whitman, but it rebounds to Saunders. Beautiful hip and shoulder from Brewitt and put him out of business. Curran down to half forward. Morwood. Kerrison gets it back to Crowell. And Collingwood full of running. Curran. Great grab. Gets up limping. And they've got McGuinness, who won't come back on, so they don't need any more injuries. Wobbly kick from the Hawthorn forward. Dixon, a blind tap on. And Kroll gets him, but Gafer gets himself. Oh, blimey!
Oh, that's poor umpire.
He went down like a sack of spuds. Morwood. Dacos. Almost caught by Tuck, but it goes to Hawke, and here come the Magpies.
Well, the Magpies. This is Matthew Ryan. Down he goes, looking for little Graham Wright. He ducks back. A chance for Tottenham. He's got it. 50 metres out. He fires. Abbott was grabbed. Play on, said the umpire, but he did touch it, I think. Oh, boy. As it goes back through from behind, and the Collingwood fans roar. There's Paul Tottenham. It's been a tremendous last quarter, this by Collingwood. Let's see what he's like with the pressure on. Dixon. Oh, two Hawthorn players. Fought each other for it. Back it comes. Oh, the Collingwood a chance. Through Hawke to Ryan. The hand pass to Mullane. Mullane onto the left foot. Can he kick it? It's close. It's across the face. Is that a mark to Taylor? It is. What a mark. A tremendous mark. A chance to put Collingwood in front. A big chance. Look at this.
Well, I haven't seen Brian Taylor get up this high for quite a while. Yes, I think the umpire was right. I would have paid the mark as well.
Well, Brian Taylor was taken off the ground. He hasn't scored a goal all day. Lee Matthews brought him back on, took off Christian. He looks like he's going to run out and try and stab it in. Yes, a banana kick. And what's he done? He might have kicked it. Oh, boy. There was no reaction from the Hawthorn supporters behind the goals, and I thought it was through. 3 points the difference with
3 minutes to go.
And 13 seconds to go in this game.
Plenty of time for Collingwood to get up if they're good enough. They've been bombarding the goal all quarter. It's a very tired-looking brown and gold lot out there at the moment. Can they find something? Deer and Manson at the back is Dixon. Can't get clear. Ridden into the ground. Dacos throws it out and will be penalised for such. It'll go to Jenke. Chips it in short, looking for Dixon. He's marked on the centre circle. Kerrison making sure that he didn't go anywhere. Down to half forward. Curran fumbles at the crucial moment. Grabs Hawke when he didn't have it. Should have got a free kick, I thought.
Been a great player for Collingwood, Paul Hawke, in this last quarter.
Hawke out wide. Starcevic lifted his game too, Don. From right centre wing. Condon fumbles. Can't get clear. Collingwood's tackling excellent. Dacos, will he give it to Hawke? He does. This could be the one that puts them in front. It won't matter. Wright's got it. And goal number 7 coming up. And a goal here would, of course, put Collingwood in front. And you couldn't get a better man to kick it.
And there he is again. Hawke featuring in play. He's been instrumental in keeping Collingwood in this last quarter.
Graham Wright can really become a hero here. He's kicked 6. A chance for goal number 7. He doesn't. Oh, he runs out a bit. There's the kick. Oh, it's close. Hit the post. Oh, boy. Oh, the little fella. The little fella a chance to cover himself in glory. Not that he hasn't done that already.
1:34 to go.
2 points the difference. Hawthorn in front. Can the experienced Hawks hang on? It's been a magnificent fight back this by the Collingwood side. They really did look down and out at one stage. There's Gavin Brown, fisted away, back towards the boundary line. There's the ever-reliable Michael Tuck. Oh, Platten was held. Play on, said the umpire. Back it comes to Hawke. He's caught. Umpire says what? Play on again as it's hooked out wide. Chance for Collingwood. Gavin Brown, but it's a free kick going Hawthorn's way. And it's going to Dippy Domenico. 1 minute and 12 seconds to go.
Dippy Domenico looks for Curran. Kerrison. Turner. Collingwood streaming forward. Around Tuck. No, caught holding the ball. No, says the umpire. That will be in the back though.
Bad play. Jamie Turner. Just get the ball and get it down quickly.
Mew taking his time. Hawthorn playing keepings off. Mark is taken by Tony Hall on right centre wing. 42 seconds to go. 40 seconds. 39. 38. Still a chance if Collingwood can get the ball here. There's a wrestle between Brereton and his opponent. Platten tries to get clear, and he should have got a free kick, one would have thought, for that.
Gee, it's unbelievable.
Oh, 22 seconds to go. Brereton, Hawk. Dixon. Dacos. Gets grabbed. Hawk, well caught by Buckenara. At the Jenke. Ayres takes it from Dixon. Brereton on his own. There's the siren. A shot at goal for Hawthorn has been taken. Now, was it a score? I'm not quite sure, because the siren might have gone. No score, so Hawthorn have won it.
Well, what a finish it was. And once again, interestingly, Dermot Brereton had the ball when the siren sounded. Not everybody heard it. It was indeed a thriller at VFL Park this afternoon before a crowd of 53,184. For Hawthorn, Jason Dunstall got 5 and Brereton 3. And for Collingwood, Wright 6. He could have got that 7th goal, but hit the post, and that would have given Collingwood victory. Nonetheless, he played a great game, and Starcevic finished up with 2 goals. The match of the rounds, and it was really a thriller out at VFL Park this afternoon. Collingwood's first defeat of the year, but they certainly were not disgraced. We'll take a break. Back with Scott Palmer on Saturday Night Replay in just a moment.
Sure is nice, mid-size comfort, small car price. Nissan Pulsar Vector. Power steering 1.8, fuel injected 1.8, 4-wheel discs luxury. Nissan's 2-year warranty. Like I said, sure is nice, mid-size comfort, small car price. Nissan Pulsar Vector. Full of great ideas.
Just laying around, just sneaking a kiss, just tossing a frown. Those are things you miss. Just you, just me, just jeans. Just walking a pier, just running from the rain, just fighting a tear, just playing the game. Just you, just me, just jeans. Just a cruising late, just a having a ball. Just the things you hate, just taking a fall, just kicking a can, just raking your mop. Just, hello Sam, I'm spinning like a top. Just living a life, just laughing a smile, just avoiding strife. Hey, hang on for a while. Just you, just me, just Dean. Just you, just me, just Dean.
This Mother's Day, serve your mum the perfect gift and more from NEC. You could win a holiday for 2 at the Port Douglas Sheraton Mirage Resort, flying Australian Airlines, or one of 50 Corningware French white sets when you buy a microwave oven from the NEC range, with the latest in technology for speed and versatility. So put your mum on a pedestal with the perfect gift from NEC, available from these leading retail stores.
Every minute of every day, a Continental jet takes off to one of more than 147 airports worldwide. That's more than 1,600 flights each day, every day. So next time you want to go somewhere, you can be sure there'll be a Continental flight on the day you want to fly.
Any roofing expert will tell you that if you live around here, a traditionally styled roof can keep your house cool and airy in summer. A Monia roofing expert will also tell you that when you look at a house, 1/3 of what you see is the roof. So if your new roof isn't beautiful, your house isn't either. If you want to talk about roofs, talk to us, Monia, Top Cat in roof tiles.
And welcome back. Coming up shortly, football flashbacks and action from the big one at the MCG today. But first of all, we go live to the offices of the Sunday Press and say a very good evening to their sporting editor, Scott Palmer. Welcome.
Good evening, Peter.
What's hot off the press, mate?
Well, the Tim Watson report down at the MCG, Timmy was reported for the first time in 204 matches by 2 umpires, and the Bombers are really howling over it. We even heard the word joke used in the dressing rooms tonight. But Timmy's not that all worried because he's got a strained groin and is probably going to miss a couple of weeks in any case.
What did Sheedy have to say, Scott?
Well, Sheedy said the Bombers were tired of being referred to as a mediocre side. He said we wanted to prove that we're a finals proposition. And if we've got our best players available in September, we can make it, he said.
Well, I guess John Northey would have seen things from a slightly different light then, wouldn't he?
Well, he's got Brett Lovett reported by 3 umpires, and he said he wasn't that upset with the Demons' loss. He said we had a good commitment, we were first to the ball, but we just failed to convert. And Peter Rode, he's got a cut eye tonight.
Scott, one of the poorest records of any side is St Kilda out at Princes Park. They fronted up to Carlton today. They started well. What did Baldock have to say after the match?
Well, he skirted around a possible fine tonight when he cast doubts over whether his great forward Tony Lockett was getting the right treatment from the umpires. He cited critical decisions in that second quarter today. Baldock went on for 5 minutes and quoted statistics of how Lockett was being sort of mishandled. And he's off to see Billy Della this week to talk about it.
Well, speaking of notables, I understand John Elliott was, or had something interesting to say before the match.
Well, the big tycoon out there actually got into a waiter's jacket and a bow tie and went round serving drinks to cover all the bets he lost from last week's game against Collingwood.
All right, Lee Matthews, was he disappointed after that loss? I don't think he should have been, because Collingwood perhaps, well, they had plenty of chances, didn't they, to win?
No, Lee wasn't critical, and he wasn't sort of saying much about those misses at the end of the game, which virtually cost Collingwood the game. Matty Ryan's 4 points, and of course Graham Wright missed that critical goal. He said, well, I'm more concerned about how we got behind in the early part of the game. And of course, we tried to talk to Graham Wright tonight. They put a gag over him. They were trying to save him from all the controversy, I think, Peter.
Kevin Bartlett, was he disappointed after their effort at the Western Oval?
No, he said we've got 7 first-year players and you have to expect a side like us to be up and down, and they were down today. Mickey Malthouse, of course, he said he was upset about the bludgeoning that went on in the last quarter. He said to be a professional side you have to just keep on going for 4 quarters. But he praised a kid called Darren Baxter, who takes his health pack, all the nice vitamins to the matches, and really put in today.
Scotty?
Yes, Pete?
Keep punching.
Thanks, mate.
Scott Farmer, full details of those reports in the Sunday Press tomorrow. And time now for football flashbacks. We look back on what happened in this round in seasons past.
Footy flashbacks are proudly brought to you by NEC Computers, Communications and Home Entertainment.
Round 6, 1967, and they don't come much better than this. Who else? Alex Jezelenko.
What a ripper!
3 years later, and it was Doug Wade in the spotlight this round, but for very different reasons. Reported for striking Footscray's Ken Greenwood, who pulled his heels on the sidelines for the next 2 weeks. 1973, and John Nichols played his 300th game for the Blues v Richmond. His big day, though, would be spoilt when Richmond slammed on 10 goals in the second quarter to ensure victory.
Puts the ball up towards the forward pocket. McLean has the ball punched away from him, taken by Roger Dean. 40 yards out, he lines them up. It's on it.
In this round 13 years ago, Hawthorn's Peter Knight was the leading light. This another super mark. A year later, Hawthorn and Carlton met in this round undefeated. Carlton kept their record intact, but only just 4 points the margin. They met again in round 6 3 years later. After Hawthorn led by 5 goals during the second quarter, Carlton absolutely blitzed home to win by 60 points.
Across cleverly towards Halloran. It's taken by Jackson. And look at Jackson go. Jackson, a big kick into the goal square. Up goes Southby.
In 1980, Carlton's Ken Sheldon took this screamer, but it wasn't enough to stop Carlton suffering its first defeat for the season against a confident Roos.
By Dilbert, Tanner there again, a snapshot for goal. Doesn't quite make the distance, it's coming around, and up it is! Another goal! Takes it away.
2 years ago now, and it was Richmond by a point in their match against Fitzroy. Michael Roach kicked 7 for the Tigers. The Lions had the chance to win the game in the dying minutes, but Quinlan and Osborne messed things up.
Into the square, and Quinlan has taken it now. Osborne has snapped and smothered. Quinlan picks it up. The snap towards goal. Murray bounds there, and it's punched away over the boundary line. And still 1 point in favour of the Tigers.
Footy flashbacks were proudly brought to you by NEC Computers, communications and home entertainment.
Thrillers, the order of the day in seasons past in round 6. We'll take a break. Back with the action from the Melbourne Cricket Ground between Essendon and Melbourne after this.
For about the price of the small runarounds our competitors are offering, this month's budget can do a family-sized Holden Commodore. Only $55 a day, including insurance.
Brisbane has a new landmark. A building with a level of intelligence that you might not have expected until the year 2001. It's located at Brisbane's prime CBD address, Queen and Creek. And it's available for leasing right now. Central Plaza, the intelligent business decision.
These are authentic VFL-approved tracksuit pants, and these are imitations. This is an authentic VFL-approved polo shirt. This is an imitation. This is an authentic VFL-approved football game. This is an imitation. This is an authentic VFL-approved David cloak. And this is an imitation. Look for the authentic VFL-approved symbol at Myer and leading stores, and do beware of imitations.
So, what's important to you right now?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you like doing? Do you like going out? Do you like restaurants?
Well, yes.
Because the easiest thing I can do right now is to write you a cheque for the pool. But it's your money. You have to pay the bank back every month, not me. You're the ones who might have to cut back on the restaurants.
Look, Jen and I are both back at work now. And to tell you the truth, the swimming pool's not that important.
It's just that it'll give us more time with the kids.
And that's much more important than restaurants.
At State Bank Victoria, the easiest thing we can ever do is give you a personal loan. The hard part is making sure the loan is right for you.
The pool works out for you.
State Bank Personal Loan.
Thanks.
We never forget. It's your money.
6633 666 could save you hundreds of dollars. It's the number you ring to join the ambulance subscription scheme. If you're not a member, one short ride in an ambulance could cost you hundreds of dollars. If you are a member, it costs you nothing. It's only $32 a year for a family, less for singles and pensioners who need cover. Ring 6633 666 and you're covered.
It's worth it for the peace of mind.
Essendon packed its gear for the MCG this afternoon to take on what has become perhaps the hardest task in football, and that is to stop the winning run of Melbourne. While the newspapers have been having a field day with the success of Collingwood, the Demons have been going along relatively quietly, and today we're going for their 6th win on end. Since round 15 of last season, actually, they've won 13 out of their last 14 games. Changes too to Melbourne's lineup this year have been few and far between. In the first alteration since round 3, former Carlton wingman Peter Rode came in for Doug Coop, while the Bombers today were strengthened by the return of Darren Williams, Leon Baker and Stephen Clark. Tonight we begin our coverage with over 24 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Essendon is leading by 10 points and our commentators are Sandy Roberts, Ian Robertson and Malcolm Blight.
Bringing the ball back into play. O'Dwyer taps it down defensively, but it's taken by Keane. He also is living very dangerously. Campbell, he's good at these. He's kicked it. What a mistake. But Campbell has capitalised.
You'd have to say that that was really the dry weather stuff, wasn't it? I mean, there was nothing wrong with the intent. However, the execution on a wet day is a lot harder to do, and so therefore the margin for error. And that's where you've got to be 20 or 30 yards clear, not the 10 or 15 as you normally are on a dry day. And unfortunately, they've paid the penalty.
Wouldn't you think both coaches would have said something at quarter time? Here we have back in the centre,
Essendon leading by 4 points. Newport tries to tap over. Wilson. Healy off the ground. Wide. Harvey. Good grab. Good play, Harvey. Left foot kick to half forward. Good interception there by White. Buick does the roving. Underground kick. Izard. Johnson comes in and intercepts and sees it over the boundary line. Desperate stuff there by Alan Johnson. And a boundary throw in the forward pocket for Essendon. 4 points the Bombers lead by. 2 goals to Folds, and he only spent about 6 minutes on the ground in the first quarter. Chance for Clark in the pocket, slips over, tackled by Stretch, kick off the ground by Healy. And it's over the boundary line, just outside the 50-metre line. And we'll have another throw in. Very, very difficult conditions prevailing in Melbourne. Rain's been falling since about midday. O'Dwyer. Watson does the roving. Kick around the corner towards full forward. White. Oh, great play, Sean White. Still has a chance. Baker intercepts. White does the tackling. Keane in the forward pocket. Ducking and weaving. Back to Baker. Gets his kick away, and the mark's been taken by that man again. Gary Folds must think it's Christmas. About 30 metres. He wouldn't be 30 metres out. 25 at the most, and a 45-degree angle. Gary Folds kicks and kicks cruelly. 3rd goal to Folds, and the Bombers kick away.
You wouldn't believe that. Sean White did so much good work there and almost come off, and the man that he is standing is Gary Folds. It was almost an injustice that Sean White's man should end up kicking that goal for Essendon. Nevertheless, Gary Folds in the right place at the right time.
Beautiful kick.
3 goals to Gary Folds as we go back to the centre once again. And again, Essendon open up a 10-point lead. 27 plays 17. An infringement in the square.
That's unforgivable in football, you know. It really is a crying shame when that happens. Just impetuosity.
Madden put Essendon into attack again, getting underneath a drop punt. O'Dwyer dropped his head but still claimed the mark. Plays on now. Handball out wide to Johnson. And Salmon infringes upon him and so loses it. Johnson, a short little chip. Bailey back to Johnson. Longer, coming over the top, Campbell. Trying to get through as O'Donnell, successful, but his kick drops short and it's marked by Stretch. Stephen Stretch has Johnson loose on one corner of the square. Baker over the top, Campbell at the back, danger here. Bailey, clear, wider to Wilson. Can he get clear? He's caught, gets clear, needs support, back to Yates. Onto the left foot, hooks it in towards full forward. But the Essendon defence standing strong. Watson from behind towards O'Donnell. With him is Jackson.
Jackson races in front of O'Donnell. Can he gather the ball inside the boundary line? No. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Interesting watching those two players, and you don't need to go quite as quick on wet days, Ian, otherwise you lose your footing, and you know that was pretty well played by both of them then.
Madden gets in front of Steins. Kick comes up towards the half-forward area, but a good mark taken by Tony Danaher at half-back for the Bombers. Looking for someone upfield to kick to. Now elects to go long, out towards the wing. Good punch away by O'Dwyer is very effective. Melbourne a chance through Lyon. Newport. Quick kick towards half-forward. Mark taken by Greg Healy. Inside 50 metres. He's looking for a pass. No, he's not. He tried a little chip, but it didn't go far enough. Duckworth takes the mark at full-back. Plays on quickly, goes wide to Tony Danaher. Tony Danaher kicking to Watson. Watson slipped. Goal. Buick caught with the football and penalised. Well, that's a bit tough in these conditions, I feel.
There's another 50.
A pathetic decision by the umpire, because I really don't believe he saw what happened. All he saw was the player on the ground.
So that's number 4. The 4th 50-metre penalty. Buick cannot believe it. So line is taken round. And the Essendon fans are not happy. Very deliberate in his approach. Let's see what he can do with a drop punt. He's kicked it. A goal. Now, how many is that they've got from 50-metre penalties?
4. The big 4.
Goals.
Yeah, 4 50-metre penalties and 2 goals. And oh, here it is here. Watch this. I mean, this is interesting, this. I mean, it was nothing.
No.
I mean, all he was doing was walking by, and umpires.
Back to the centre. 3-5, plays 4-3. Don't forget you won a Brownlow medal. Williams, wider to Watson. Long, down towards the forward line, and Salmon at the back. The ever-reliable Sean White gets it clear again. He got stretched. Wider is Bailey. They've got the loose man. He'll go over the top probably to Newport. No, come inboard to Lovett, but he set him up. Going to lose it. Clark. Essendon now. A chance to go forward. Izzard has it between centre and half forward. It's a high kick drifting into the pocket. Danaher has it fisted clear. Again, Stretch waiting down, and again the mark is taken by Brett Lovett.
A good kick by Stretch. Lovett takes the mark and plays on. Newport fumbles. Tackled by Baker, but Newport gets the kick away up towards the half-forward flank for Melbourne. No one can really do anything with the football. It's like a cake of soap, that footy. And we've got a boundary throw in. Half-forward flank out of side. Just into Melbourne's attacking area. Steins tries the big tap from the back. Punch on. Chance for O'Donnell. Tackled by Rode. Duckworth caught. Campbell gets the ball out. Rode again over the top. Greg Healy. Good interception by Tony Danaher. And he sees the ball safely over the boundary line. And we'll have another throw in. Melbourne have gained about 40 metres from the last boundary throw in. And it's now 45 metres out from their goal. Madden in front. Beautiful tap out by Simon Madden. To the back, Harvey. Tries a flip out. Rode. Kick towards full forward. Kick off the ground by Greg Healy's over the boundary line for another throw in. Very much within kicking distance now, though. Only 5 or 6 metres around from the behind post. And the Demons trail by 4 points. 27 plays 23. Steins and Madden again doing the ruck work. Madden gets himself in front. Steins gives away a free kick. And Big Simon, with over 250 games experience, tremendous ruckman, has the free kick in the back pocket.
Madden's kick. Looking for Danaher. Free kick to that player. That was Anthony. Harvey loses it. Wilson's kick. Back to half forward once again, and Johnson takes the mark. Plays on into the pocket. Big Jim Steins. Quite an angle. In fact, he's going short. Lyon. Now, is that going to be another 50?
Oh, I bet Walsh's heart went to his mouth.
I think the crowd would have erupted if it had been. Particularly the Essendon crowd.
Well, I'll tell you, that one was more a chance to be 50 than the previous one.
The other one.
Well, it was a different umpire. Peter Carey's been the one that's given the 50-metre penalties. This is Rowan Saws now officiating here.
Gary Lyon. Kicks a goal. The Demons are back in business. Lyon second.
And that they are. And just the thing is, Salmon now comes onto the ball. And one of the things I was just going to say about Salmon as we watch the replay of Steins, there's that mark of Lyons, and well, there wasn't much in that really, was there? Salmon hasn't been trying to mark the ball and tap it on, and I'd rather see him tap forward than back.
Back in the centre once again. O'Dwyer tried to get it clear and attempted soccer off the ground, picked up by Bailey, kicking over his shoulder. Now with Walsh heading towards the boundary line, and safety goes Kevin Walsh. And a throw-in will take place on the outer side, but Melbourne again have the football in their attacking zone. It's on the left half-forward flank.
Boundary throw in. Salmon doing the ruck work against Steins. Salmon in front, gets the tap out nicely down to Keane. Keane's kick really to no one, but he gains about 25 or 30 metres for the Bombers, and it's now very close to centre wing, outer side of the ground. Paul Salmon. Steins gets the tap out, but it goes to Izzard. Izzard's quick kick into the centre. Terry Danaher bumped off the ball by Lovett. Watson's there. Back into the centre. Williams tries a kick off the ground. Harvey over the top, finessing to Keane. Keane to full forward. Hughes and Matt. Folds again. 4 goals to Gary Folds. You wouldn't believe it.
All new Nissan Patrol, the most advanced four-wheel drive down under. It makes all other four-wheel drives seem primitive. With Go Anywhere Patrol's all-new 4-coil suspension, you get the handling and ride comfort of the car. Patrol's powerful 4.2-litre diesel or petrol 6s leave all other four-wheel drives back in the Stone Age. All new Patrol. Already it's Australia's 4x4 of the year. That's Nissan know-how, building the right vehicles for Australia.
Have you discovered gold yet? You'll find it in the Herald tomorrow. The Herald TV Gold Guide. There's a whole week's viewing from Monday to Sunday. And it's easy to read with comprehensive movie reviews. It's a gold mine of information.
Next Monday's TV Gold Guide spends time on the set of Neighbours and reveals what they're all really like.
The TV Gold Guide. Your most valuable TV guide. Free tomorrow with the Herald. Don't miss it.
We're the best down under Holdens, under Beewees, under Fords, under Rockies, under Rollers, under Alphas and Accords.
For the biggest range of tyres at the most competitive prices, you can't go past Bow Repairs.
We got the wheels, every tyre that can be found.
We won't be undersold, so ring Bow Repairs first for tyres, wheels, batteries and undercar service. Bow Repairs, the best down under.
Flash Harry, off to town to see that bit of clash, eh?
Sure am, Gran.
King G. Dinner and King James Thatcher was drunk.
Wrong again, Gran.
My gal, you sold something around here to get him. You sold the ram.
Nope.
You sold the horse, didn't
Nope.
King James.
What did you sell?
Yes, sir. That's,
What are they doing? You can't give it to me.
Sure can, Gran.
The ones you'd sell your grandmother for.
That's wonderful.
Now from Breville comes Fingertips, an amazing new do-it-yourself massager that combines the benefits of modern physiotherapy and advanced technology with the ancient art of hand massage to relieve tension or ease muscular aches and strains. Breville Fingertips Massager, just like having a trained masseur in the family. From Breville, the better ideas people.
On the edge of the centre square. Short again. Harvey. 50 metres. I think it might be a report.
And once again, it's got to be 50 metres, Sandy.
Honestly, they're making this game worse than basketball. Really. Oh, come on, Malcolm. He was going to take the mark. In years gone by, that sort of thing has been accepted. OK, the guy might have been penalised.
Well, you can see where and how he has been penalised. Danny Hughes is on the mark right in the goal square. A gimme goal to Mark Harvey. He makes no mistake.
Well, I just feel that Mark Harvey, he was hit well and truly, but does he look as though he's been hurt by that bump?
Here it is again.
Here it is again. The fact of the matter was that the elbow was raised. There's no question of that. Now, under the old rule, that would have been a 15-metre penalty. Because it's 50, I'm not so sure about the report. I don't think there was anything intimidatory in it. But, I mean, it really was, in the letter of the law, there was a raised elbow after he had marked the ball. So there must be some sort of penalty. Seems to me 50 metres, is certainly a very critical margin.
Well, it was the report that upset me more than anything. I think it's just ridiculous. 15 points Essendon lead by. Chance to go forward again. Williams can't gather. Free kick against Williams. Well, one can't follow what's happening here so far. Newport's kick up towards half forward. Good punch away there. Chance now for Clark. Can't quite gather the football. O'Donnell caught by Jackson, but umpire Soares decides on a bounce. Close to half time. Good flip out the back. Williams caught by Healy. Wilson can't break clear. Good frustrating tactics there by Walsh. Jackson on the bottom of it. A flip out, love it. Now there's a chance for Road. Kick off the ground. Keane's there for Essendon. Slips in the very muddy, slippery centre. Kick up towards half forward off the ground. Tony Danaher. Short kick. Back into the centre. Road. Can't control it, but he gets a little kick out wide. Chance for Wilson. Puts the Demons into attack, into the forward pocket. Good play, Duckworth. And he kicks the ball fairly long because it's gone over 40 metres away from the Melbourne forward pocket area and definitely 2 kicks away from the Melbourne goals. Boundary throw in, Essendon by 15 points.
That is the greatest margin so far in this game. Wilson now for Melbourne, putting it back from where it came. O'Donnell over the line. It's on Melbourne's attacking 50-metre line. Salmon joined by Steins. Salmon gets it down. Walsh goes over the top of line. Dean under pressure. And free kick. Wobbles a punt down to the forward line. Campbell had front spot and got first grab. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Healy will have it in the pocket. He needs help. Hooks it back in towards full forward. He's just come onto the ground and he's taken a mark, Andy Lovell.
A good one too.
Lovell will shoot from directly in front.
Yes, that's what you've got to do. You've got to have steel in your hands, an old coach of mine used to say, to trap the ball in front and push it down and take it on the second grab. And that's basically what he did then.
Chance to make the margin 9 points. His shot at goal is good.
Yes, and just going over that again, the flatter the hands, the more chance of slipping. So the more you flatten your hands perpendicular and you just push the ball back down for the second grab. And really that was a very, very good mark. We haven't seen too many marks, but that's the way to do it, to trap the ball and then bring it down again.
I was just going to give Greg Healy a pat on the back. He kept fighting against the odds close to the boundary line. Back in the centre, Williams, crashed to the ground by Spalding. Umpire decides on a bounce. The players only progressed about 4 or 5 metres from the centre circle. No bounce, just throw it straight up now. Awkward conditions. High ball towards centre half forward for the Bombers. All the high flyer, no one can grab it. Folds again. Tap on Clark, Hughes. Down goes Clark. Crude tackle by Hughes, and Clark will get the free kick for Essendon. Hughes very disappointed. But umpire Soares quite emphatic. And Danny, if you saw the replay, there's no reason to be disappointed. Stephen Clark with the free kick. Distance would not be a problem, I would not think. Clark punts for goal. It's drifting across, but it's through. Another goal to Essendon. And Stephen Clark kicks his first. And the Bombers, 15 points in front once again.
Looking at that on replay, I guess it was a little guy and a big guy, and what actually happened was that the little fella's gone a bit lower than Danny Hughes did. That was all right. It wasn't as bad as I first thought it was, Ian.
We're not agreeing on too much today, are we, with these umpires?
All right, back in the middle, 36 plays 51, favouring Essendon. They win it out of the middle again, thanks to Salmon, who won the tap and then socket it clear. But Yates will be first to it. Again, soccer tactics, the order of the day. And it goes over the line. Melbourne preparing to make a change. Big Steve O'Dwyer is ready to come on now. And the change is made. Coming off the ground is Warren Dean. O'Dwyer straight over the top. Winning it. Spalding can't take it. Under pressure from Anderson. Healy, a hurried kick. Wilson shrugs 2 tackles. Then gets his kick. Yates taken out of it by Walsh. Illegally, said the umpire.
You know what, I think Walsh probably had his eye on the ball that severely then, and he didn't see Yates there.
So Yates just forward of centre. Goes down to the half-forward line. There's plenty of pushing and shoving. Andy Lovell just stood his ground, watched the football and marked it.
Would know a little bit about these conditions, having come from Tasmania.
Started on the interchange bench. Let's see what he can do. Lovell's kick. Hits the post. A minor score to the Demons. They move to 5-7, trailing Essendon. Good kicking for goal in these conditions, 8 goals, 3.
Interesting, Warren Dean coming off the ground and the taller O'Dwyer back on. Interesting move by John Northey.
Duckworth to Danaher, played on. He's got Watson. Putting it out in front of Hawker. Coming to meet him is Wilson. Wilson recovers well. Hawker pushing it across the line. And he slides over too. So we'll see a throw-in take place. Time ticking away now in this second quarter. And Essendon holding their lead. O'Dwyer and Salmon. The latter trying to tap it down to Williams. Clark had an airy. Keane lost it. Stretch towards the line. And again over it. Again O'Dwyer and Salmon. Won by the former. Road has it stolen by Harvey. Nicely done. Wider to Anderson. Can't take the mark. Sean White tried to spoon it back, but Anderson had recovered and White's teammate went to ground. Watson, clever little chip to Hawker. This is danger from 50 metres. He gets it across to Izzard. In fact, it was Hamilton who come down the ground. Izzard shoots it.
And as you can see there, a great second quarter by Essendon. They kicked 6 goals straight to Melbourne's 4-goal 3, and they led by 20 points at half-time in some very, very difficult conditions. Let's go back to the cricket ground now, and we pick up some highlights of the last 2 quarters.
Chip it to Izzard, or Harvey. He picks the latter. He goes into half-forward. At the back is Buick. He's going into an open goal. Oh, he kicked it. He has. But hard for both sides as Danaher Terriers on all fours. Wilson, will he get clear at last? He does. Runs his full distance, shoots towards goal and pops it through. Towards Newport. He's in trouble. Didn't know quite what to do. Then goes down to the half-forward line. Only to see that attack repelled by O'Donnell. To Harvey. Harvey goes up to Izzard. There's no one within 20 metres of him. Ball to ground once. Steadies. Shoots at goal. And he's kicked it. What a goal. Bailey gets it clear to Healy. Short kick line. Still on his left foot. He hooks it back towards goal. Play on will be a goal to do. Danger here for Melbourne. Foles takes the mark. Hawker's going into the square. He'll get there. Yes. Great diving slips catch. So Glenn Hawker, 11 kicks, 6 marks, 7 handballs. Can he goal here? He can, I think. He has.
Great win by Essendon, and they finished up winning the game by 33 points. The goal kickers for the Bombers, Foles got 4 and Buick 2. And for Melbourne, their major contributors, Lyon 3 and Wilson 2. You're watching Saturday Night Replay. We'll take a break. Back with more action in just a moment.
The new 1.8 Nissan Exa. Is it a Targa? Is it a coupe? Or is it a cabrio? Absolutely. The new 1.8 Nissan Exa. It's out of the ordinary and out of sight. Nissan know-how. Building the right cars for Australia.
When it comes to your insurance, there's a name you need to know. They're safe and sure and they care for you more than the SIO.
I've been insured with SIO for years. Not long ago, I had an accident. A bad one. The car was a writer. Boy, was I glad I had an SIO agreed value policy. Instead of just getting market value, which could have been a much lower figure, I got back the full sum insured from SIO with no hassles. So if you have an accident, big or small, it's great to know with SIO, you'll be well looked after.
At SIO, caravan insurance comes complete with a big discount of up to 34%.
Have you discovered gold yet? You'll find it in the Herald tomorrow. The Herald TV Gold Guide. There's a whole week's viewing from Monday to Sunday. And it's easy to read with comprehensive movie reviews. It's a gold mine of information.
Next Monday's TV Gold Guide spends time on the set of Neighbours and reveals what they're all really like.
The TV Gold Guide. Your most valuable TV guide. Free tomorrow with the Herald. Don't miss it.
Get it off at Rebel today.
Get off up to 60% on famous brand sporting gear.
I got it off at Rebel today.
Out now, Rebel's catalogue with hundreds of off-price discounts.
Get it off at Rebel today.
On all these famous brands at rock-bottom prices. Get up to 60% off sports equipment, clothing, footwear at any Rebel off-price warehouse.
Get it off at Rebel today.
Get it off at Rebel, 99 Maroondah Highway, Ringwood.
For about the price of the small runarounds our competitors are offering, this month's budget can do a family-sized Holden Commodore. Only $55 a day, including insurance.
In Home and Away,
It's not all Frank's fault, it's mine too. Spare me the details.
a teenage mother-to-be has had her secret
I
exposed.
hope you're ready for a shock.
A young man is confronted by the heavy responsibility of fatherhood.
Say you're marrying for love, which in one way you will be. Marrying?
And one of them must break the news to the girl's own father.
Help me.
It's a thought-provoking issue.
Frank's done all the growing up he's going to do in this house.
Oh, Alfred.
Home and Away, Monday at 6 on 7.
On Saturday night replay, we've seen the action from VFL Park and the MCG. Two other games played today at Prince's Park and the Western Oval. Here's Peter Donegan.
Out at the Western Oval today, the early stages were all Footscray as the Bulldogs peppered the goals, and with only 4 scoring shots in the opening term, Richmond already were facing a big task, but when Darren Davies brought up this 6-pointer, that task was even harder. And the Bulldogs drew even further clear thanks to an incredible snap from Angelo Petraglia. They went in for the long break with a 34-point advantage after the reliable Terry Wallace made no mistake. Peter Foster was doing extremely well for the Scrays, this great snap coming in the third quarter. Then in the final term, he capitalised on some marvellous teamwork to notch up another. The result had never really been in doubt, and despite a late goal from Peter Wilson for the Tigers, the Dogs were home to the tune of 45 points. Meanwhile, over at Prince's Park, the heavy conditions would turn the match into a real slog. However, the soft ground and greasy ball didn't seem to worry Saints spearhead Tony Lockett, who got the opening goal of the match after 16 minutes. A couple of minutes later, Lockett took full advantage of the room afforded to him by his teammates, and at the first quarter, the Saints were surprise 15-point leaders. Robert Wall switched Silvani to fullback, and his duel with Lockett turned out to be a beauty. Winmar grabbed a screamer, but the Blues had started their comeback. They'd turned an early deficit around and in the third term set about burying the Saints. In fact, the visitors scored their first goal since the dying moments of the first term when Lockett brought up number 3. St Kilda's despair was reflected when Big Stuart Lowe missed from point-blank range in the final quarter. The relentless Blues, meanwhile, were marching onwards, and a 40-point victory took them above the Magpies to top spot on the ladder.
Today's game is a part of the Elders IXL 1988 VFL Premiership season.
But in actual fact, 4 teams sharing top billing after today's 4 matches, and separated on percentage, the West Coast Eagles in the 5 but 1 game away. Outside, 3 teams on 12 points. Geelong, of course, have the match tomorrow down at Cardinia Park. North Melbourne, 2 wins, a great effort last night at the MCG against the Eagles. And then 5 teams on 1 win, but of course the Brisbane Bears in action tomorrow at Carrara. We check footy bet now. And today's footy quad, 9, 4, 4 and 11 for Hawthorn, Footscray, Carlton and Essendon, returning $2,791.90. 2 matches tomorrow to complete the round. Sunday live, the Brisbane Bears in Fitzroy. You'll see the action on 7 from 2 o'clock. And in a special replay tomorrow afternoon at 5, Geelong versus Sydney. And we hope you can join us for that. We'll be there. We hope you can join us.
When they wrote the story, who was there in the colours of glory? Who was there when a new star rose? Who was there as each chapter closed? We were there when the mighty fell. We were there when they did it well. Who was there when the boys became the men? We were there and we'll be there again. We'll be there this year, we'll be there. We'll be there, up there, we'll be there. We'll be with you in the hour, and you know what we'll be shouting. We'll be there, we'll be there, we'll be there. We'll be with you in the hour, and you know what we'll be shouting. We'll be there, we'll be there, we'll be there.
VFL Premiership Football, proudly brought to you by Nissan Australia, Carlton and United Breweries, your State Insurance Office and State Bank Victoria.
She could handle anything.
Give us a kiss, love.
From a gang of bikies to a team of footballers.
She couldn't win a croquet match.
How a ballet teacher takes a bunch of losers.
What do you think you're doing?
And shows them how to win. Falls in love.
I am not getting involved again.
And raises a kid.
She always like this? Best date.
Makes one of the warmest, funniest family movies of the year. From the people who make a country practice, Warming Up. First time on television, Wednesday night on 7.
Aye, there's international agreement that chum is